Bigbrosfilms here, and today I have a very special treat for you guys. You may recall that last year I did a top 10 gaming creepypastas with my friend JayKeePoo, and this year, it was around this time last year actually, so this year I wanted to do another top 10 with him, and I had a really good idea to do the top 10 video game characters, so that's what we're going to do. These are all going to be opinion based. It's not going to be necessarily the most influential characters or the best overall or who could win in a fight with each other. It's just our personal opinions on who we think, makes the best character in the video game. And that can be anything from just being epic or having a great storyline or anything. I mean, that could be based on anything, any personal experiences with that character, such as, memories playing that game. I mean, it could just be based on anything. But anyway, enough chat. We're going to take turns, so JayKeePoo's going to do one, and then I'm going to do one, and then let's continue. So, yeah, let's get right into it with number 10.
I wasn't properly introduced to Sonic since I first played a copy my dad borrowed from a friend and played it on our Genesis, but our old Genesis broke a few years later. When I turned 16, I got a new Genesis along with the original Sonic Trilogy and Sonic Spinball. These games were the freaking bomb. The setbacks are the levels, even the earlier ones are wildly difficult. So let's move on down the list to number 9.
Alright, so to some this might be a silly pick, or, not many people know this character, but, Lightning is a really good character in the Final Fantasy series. She carries the storyline of the 13 series, which are the 3 games, 13, 1, 2, 3, and, she's the main character in those, and she ends up being the only playable character in the last one, where she is a savior sent to save souls from a dying world. Very good storyline. She can be unemotional in some spots to some, but I didn't have any problems with that. She's a really good character, and I think she deserves a spot on this list. So yes, let's go to number 8.
The toughest and sneakiest freaking special agent this side of the video game industry. It's also interesting to see him go from a young rookie to an older veteran. It's just something about timelines that interests me. Let's hit on to number 7.
Okay, this may come as no surprise to some, but Mega Man is truly an inspirational character. He's paved the way for modern-day platformers, and in return made the Nintendo Entertainment System sell like hotcakes back in the day. He's been in over 15 games, and is making his first appearance in Super Smash Bros. Later this year. He's also been in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He definitely deserves the spot on this list, and I have fond memories of playing Mega Man 2 back in the day. Alright, anyway, let's get on to number 6.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. This mute goatee-bearing star of a first-person shooter series is a hero amongst nerds and non-nerds alike. He's the Chuck Norris of geeks, and that might be an understatement. Look at Gordon Freeman wrong and he'll kill you with his crowbar. On to number 5.
Alright, so Kirby is a really good character in video games. Though he's mute and doesn't really show many emotions other than happy and not happy, he manages to pull off these great adventure platformer games, and even a few other genres such as racing and puzzle. Truly amazing games that they are, and part of my childhood was just growing up with Kirby, and I played almost every single one of his games, and I just couldn't recommend this series enough, and that's why he's number 5 on this list.
What can I say? Mario was the very first video game character I was ever introduced to. The Mario series is one of my favorite video game series, although the games are getting really repetitive because Bowser can never really seem to give up on his plan to kidnap the princess. Dang, he must have some sort of complex to be able to keep going after 29 years now. How's about we take a look at number 3?
So this may come as a surprise, but I think Master Chief is a really good character. He brought great character to the Halo series, and if it wasn't for him we wouldn't have the FPSs like we do today, and that's something that Call of Duty really lacks from, is the storytelling, and that's what Halo was all about, and that's why he's number 3 on this list.
Okay, if you don't think Luigi's underrated, then get out of here before I call the video game cops. This green-suited, taller, higher-jumping younger brother of Mario doesn't get the rewarding and glory his older, shorter, stubbier brother does. There are many games where you can play the same game as Luigi. That is proof that he does just as much as Mario. That and the fact that he sniffs his finger all the time. I preferred Luigi over Mario and was thrilled when I was little when I heard of Luigi's Mansion. Even though I never played it, it's on my list of games to get this year. Let's see what's in store for number 1.
Yeah, you probably guessed this one, but Link from The Legend of Zelda is my favorite character in any video game of all time. But that's just my opinion. If you don't agree with this, you don't have to. This is just a personal list that me and JayKeePoo made, but Link from The Legend of Zelda is truly an amazing character. He goes on all these awesome adventures, and the games are just so fun to play. I could just play Legend of Zelda over and over again. In fact, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the first game I ever played, and that's why Link is number 1. Okay guys, so that's me and JayKeePoo's list of the top 10 best video game characters in gaming. If you like this list, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, just leave a comment explaining, what your favorite characters were, and I'll be sure to read it. So yes, I'll see you guys later. Bye bros.